boys would either get, caught in like stealing and go to juvenile and then go to penitentiary and or sell drugs in the corner. So there's very little opportunities for these kids to do anything else but get involved in that. And Scott was like, I'm going to just invest in these kids. I'm going to believe in them. I'm going to spend time with them. He actually offered to take him to, retreat,
Yeah,
fellow
FCA.
Christian fellowship retreat. He offered to, like, outside of his time and outside of school time. He said, these kids need a foundation. They need something to support them. And he offered that to them in a very gentle way. He didn't say, you guys have to do this if you want to be on the team. He just said, I'm going to Bible study. Anybody want to come? And, more and more people showed up. And then they went on a retreat. And through this understanding of themselves and seeing how the Scott, unlike many of the men in their lives, either treated them like crap, or they left them, or they beat them, or they shamed them, or they, weren't around to guide them. And here is, Scott taking on that role of the unconditional loving parent that has boundaries. Scott, I know, just gave of himself so many times, so many different ways, but within 3 years, he built this program up to actually beat the powerhouse in their CIF division and then go on to start winning CIF championships year after year after year after year. And he got kids into scholarships and into colleges and universities, and
Yeah.
these kids got educations. And then they brought that business awareness back into the community. A lot of them came back and became assistant coaches. They wanted to
Yeah.
give back. And so everything had shifted from what it was, where he came into it. And it was through the, wrestling as a medium for these kids to, like, find self-awareness, find some, respect for themselves, learn how to take care of themselves, learn discipline, learn consistency, learn unconditional love.
Yeah.
And it's a story that it needs to be told. Now, he's done this for 28 years. He has between 50 to 70 kids every year. And from the girls and the boys programs, he has all sorts of stories. Every one of these kids is a story. Matter of fact, the book Saint in the City, I love, because each chapter is about a kid that he had in
Mhm.
his, wrestling program, and they're all characters.
Yeah.
They all
They're
have
awesome.
major challenges. And
Yeah.
I could not put that book down. Every chance I got, I would pick it up and read another, chapter and just shake my head about what happened. That this is actually real. We don't have to make up characters. So this
Right.
project has a powerful, I think, presence that it can bring. It can teach so many people on so many levels. I think it'll be inspiring. I think it will open people's eyes up to what's possible and what these kids went through to get to where they are now. And it's time for another great wrestling film or series that can highlight what wrestling does, but also teach and inspire, like I'm saying. And this is a project that I've fallen in love with. So I'm happy to be a part of this.